Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another round of One Piece. Today's going to be a shorter one. I only had a couple of matches against this leader on the ranked ladder, and I want to show you guys the best gameplay I can and what I'm fighting out there. So I am going to go against Yamato for 2 games, and I'm going to let you guys decide how I do. Whether I do good, whether I do bad. This is a quick sneak peek of the deck list if you guys want to take a quick look at it before we jump into today's games. There's also going to be a copy of it down in the description below. If you guys want to copy and paste that into the sim, you're more than welcome to. There'll also be a comprehensive breakdown at the end of the video, where we'll go card by card and make sure you guys know what everything does and our recommended play lines into this leader. I think that's all I got for the deck, though. If you guys want to do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help. We're really starting to grow. I'm up to like 225 subscribers, which is really cool to see. There's a link for the Discord in the description below as well. If you guys want to come on down, we're starting to get some people in there that are chatting me up, and we're starting to discuss deck lists and possible alternatives for RG. And I want to always hear from you guys. That's my favorite part of this. If you don't want to subscribe, that's all right. But if you want to talk to me, that's the part I enjoy the most. I love hearing from you guys, and I really do appreciate it. I think that's all I got, though, so let's jump into some games. See you there. All right, here we go again, ladies and gents. We find a Yamato. I don't really like that opener. They chose to say I'm on first. I'm gonna mulligan. I don't know if it got better or worse. I can't really tell. Well, luckily we don't miss. Glad we played it, though. We gotta find us some characters. Okay, Yamato. When their guys are played out of the trash, they get rush. My deck is not cooperating. What is with all my 2Ks just going to the garbage? I don't even have any enough. I don't even have a lot of counter right now. I think I gotta play it. Take this, turn some cards, and pass. My whole hand is bricks, with the exception of a single 1K. I watched like all 8 of my 2Ks go to the bottom of the deck. Do I give up the Nami? Probably not. No, well. There it is. Alright. The deck's starting to cooperate. We need 2 Dawn up, just because they're going to do both of those. Something buzzing around there. Alright, boom. Alright, there's the Yamato. I'm gonna get smacked. No, they don't trash it. Well, unfortunately for me, I miss my better turn. So I think I can go. I can play one or the other of these. Which one do I want more? Probably the double attack. Really start put pressure on. Let's go 7 at lead. I kind of like swinging the 7 first just to see what they do about it. So they gave me 2 cards. So they definitely are going to take this one. And if they just do the 6, I'm okay with that too. Yeah. I was like, I bet you take that either way. I like the fact that they gave me the 2 cards instead of the 1 card. I'm a madman, though. I swing weird numbers all the time to see how people respond. Because pretty much everybody swings low to high, Yep, trash this out, play another one, I'll get out of that. Yeah, there's that one. Bam. I think I have to take this one because I can't risk my Sanji getting removed because I don't have a 2K. Okay, that's good to have. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I have not seen a single... I haven't seen any counter. This is all bricks. Do I wish to go down? Because they're going to swing 9 at me next turn, right? That's just one of my events, I guess. No blocker. I have to give him the Nami, unfortunately. Pop that out. Play the guy. Swing 9. I have to go 1 in an event to get out of that swing. Mm-hmm. Okay, they don't even use the extra Dawn to force a card out. I like that better. Really unfortunately lost the Nami there. This cost me 5, and then 1 under leader. I'd only have 2 Donna if that's not enough. So I get 3 Dawn to work with, 1 under leader, so I can swing 8 with this. Seven, they'll take. 7 again. Okay, they get out of that one. Okay. Okay, this is kind of a danger turn, and then after this, we're pretty much solid. Just wanted to put myself back at even. No need to risk anything real big. Found us a nice 1K out of there. I don't want to go down to 0 because I will not have a... I won't have a blocker next turn. Yeah, they're just doing the trash rounds. Yeah. 1 out. Play your 8K out. Don't give you the last 2 Dawn for it. There she is again. Deals and draws a 2K. I think I gotta try and kill him next turn. I'd like to do this, but I don't know if I can handle that. Nami can't find Nami, so that doesn't help. I can go Dead Man's Game for 4. Or I can go 5 and get a guy. That'll be... Hard to say what's best here.
9.
That eats up a huge amount of their hand if they've got it. Seven. Seven. Two's giving me. My option is like a 5 and a 6 here. 5. And then... do I just attach it all? I can't live through another turn, I don't think. Can I? Heck this. Do I try and live? I don't think I can. We'll attack 6. You got the 2K? Nope. GG! Got him! I was like, man, I wonder if they have it or not. It's going to be so close. They found events in those last lives. Not enough counter. That's why we played our outs, ladies and gentlemen. We get there. All right. Well, that was a good game. Well played. We're just on an absolute tear today. No losses to speak of yet. The deck is performing very, very well. I'm so glad we got to get into the ranked ladders. I can't tell you guys how excited I am to being able to play higher level games and not just what I find in the casuals. This is a lot of fun. All right, get you the next one. All right, we found another Yamato. They chose to go second. I don't know about that hand. I'm gonna mulligan, I think. Okay, that's actually better by a lot. Wow. I think I actually have to go into the other searcher here. Yes. Bonnie into Nami has become quite the opening play for me. 6. I play this now because next turn will be this, and I won't be able to have the Dawn I need. Because likely they're going to swing 5 at me, play Kinemon, and then I don't have to deal with the second attack this turn, so I only need 1 Dawn up anyways. If I was them, I would take that. You are not going to enjoy what happens if you try and stay super healthy against me. But you do want stuff in trash. They've already got 1 unblockable in there, so, you know, they're off to a good start. Ooh, we miss double attack. Okay. We take another Sanji for sure. Okay. Well, we miss our double attack, but, you know. Ooh, no Kinemon for them. 7, 8. I don't have a 2K to give you, so I will let that hit. That's fine by me. Gonna take it a little slow. I'm looking for my 7-cost Zoro. That is what wins this matchup. Wow, I can't believe they took that one. That one I feel like I would have 2K'd. 10 cards in hand's a bit greedy. Play your 6-cost. Yup. G'd out your 8s. Do I let him take a life here? Probably not. I could 2K out. Seven. 2 cards, please. I like going 7 first, to be honest with you guys, even if I plan to go 6 with the Luffy, because then they don't know how much I'm going to put on him. Okay, so they took that, so I'm definitely 7ing this time, because I want the cards out. I'm not letting them get away with 1 card. Okay. There we go. There she is. So on this turn, I'm going to have to deal with like a 5, 5, 8, and 9. I can get out of the 5, 5, 8, and the 9 will connect. So see how you do, old Yamato. Trash the Momonosuke. They go 5 at lead. I say nope. I say nope. And they can go like 9 at this is their best option. Sure. Laboons everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Laboons everywhere. I'd like a dude at some point. There's another one. Put that on there. Make me give you a card. He says no. Okay, so we found another Sanji, which is crazy. 7. Can't play this yet, unfortunately. Which means I'm going to go 7, 7, and like 9? No, 8. No 7 cost Zoro is also going to make this much harder than I want it to be. When did they start running Nightmare Luffy in this? 7 again. My hand, by the way, is ultra defensive. What if I go 6 and 5 at them? That's 2. Because if I go 8, they definitely just give it to me. This is going to be me playing around with them. Because I think I get a life either way. And I got 3 of the... All 3 of these are coming back. So I can might as well go 5 at them. And if they go down to 3 cards, that's fine too. Let's go with the Jewelry Bonnie. Just for if some reason. 5. Yeah, I was like, I get the card either way. I just want to see if I can get another 2K out, and I did. So that got me an extra 2K, and man is he mad about it. He's like, how dare that thing attack me? Okay, now the fun begins. Yeah, there's the dude. Can't believe I got an extra 2K out of him. What is this doing in here?
Draws the Nightmare Luffy, plays this out. This is plus 20 cost. He'll get the Momonosuke. Momonosuke cheats out this. This will attack for 5. This is ultra useless in this format, so... Pitch this, restand 3. Yeah, it's really sad for you. You're going to get 0 life this turn. Crash that out, play your another one, go 9, I'll give you a card. And if you only go 8, you get nothing. Finds a 2K, gives Yamato rush. You have to commit your only standing Dawn if you want to even attack. Says no, I don't want to do that. I could have Dead Man's Game there, but I don't need to. Yeah, you're not in a great spot. He's only got 1 Dawn left. Or 1 card left, excuse me. I could go 10, guarantee this. He's got 1 Dawn up. Does the event defend? This only defends leader. This defends leader or character, and I've seen 2 of those. I'm gonna try and kill this. Okay. That was greedy of me, but he had the 1 Dawn up, and I think it was for the event, so I just didn't take the last life, because the last life doesn't matter. Nothing you can do will get you out of this. Yep, GG. Yep, it was the one for leader. So that was a really good read on our part. They had no way to get through all that. And I had so much counter in hand. They had no prayer. 2 life was not enough. I mean, they could have done this. Trash top 6, play a 5. That gets them, not this out. Oh no, that does get him out. They got, so 6 Dawn, that could have got him this out. Attack for 5, attack for another 8. So they could have had like, I don't know, like 5 and like 3 9s. That doesn't get him there, but you know, we try and give him the best offer. Just so you guys know, this has not beaten me yet. This leader can't beat this. We're too defensive. We are too defensive. It's a really cool leader. The fact that you can usually attack for 9s is really good. Having to hold up that extra Dawn really messes up all their curve lines, because then they can't threaten us very well. And we've got enough copies of Dead Man Game to knock Dawn and their 9-cost blockers out of the way that we don't care anymore. This also is really bad for this blocker. Zoro messes this deck up pretty bad, because if I get any Dawn restand and a 7-cost Zoro, suddenly they have to attach like 2 or 3 Dawn just to start getting cards out of us, because being a 7k, they just can't threaten us. I don't know. I mean, you guys think, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? We continue to climb. Catch you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a couple of games against Black Yamato. What do you guys think? How'd I do? Do you think should be crushing me? It's a really aggressive leader. It seems like it should beat me down, but it seems like they're running into a couple of problem cards that we'll go over here real quick. Let's see if you guys can guess what they are before we get to them. I'll go over a quick deck profile, and we'll read the individual cards. Not every line of text. I'll just do a quick run by so you guys know the general deck list. You can feel, if you guys want, you can feel free to slow the video down or pause if you guys want to read individual cards. but we're just going to do a quick run through as we always do before we break the deck down and decide why we're doing what we're doing against this particular leader. All right, here we go. I will read the leader just because that is the main function of the deck, and it's the most important bit. Dawn times 1 on your opponent's attack. If you have 5 or less active Dawn cards on your field, you may rest any number of your active Dawn cards up to one of your leader or Straw Hat Crew type characters, gains plus 2,000 power for each Dawn rested by that effect. Basically, it turns standing Dawn up to 5 into 2Ks every turn. We love that. Alright, I chose to run 4 Jewelry Bonnies, a 1/2/1 Searcher, looking at the top 4 for Straw Hat Crew. I'm currently running 4 Garp, a 1/2/1 Navy. On play, he's looking for the top 4, looking for a cost 3 or more. I actually suspect with the new stage that they announced that this will probably be coming out in its entirety. It won't be good enough anymore, surprisingly. Unless we decide to start running some non-Straw Hat Crew top end, I think this guy's just straight coming out of the deck. I'm playing 3 Sanji, a 2/3 2K. On play, it selects one of our Straw Hat Crew type with 6,000 power or more. If the selected character attacks, their opponent cannot activate blocker. We've got 3 copies of Roanoa Zoro, a 7/9 on play. Our leader gains plus 2,000 power to the end of our opponent's next turn. And it's an activate main. If they got an 8K power or more character, this guy gets Character Rush. Ooh. And then our other 2 searchers, a 1/2/1 in Nami, looking at the top 5 for Straw Hat Crew other than Nami. We've got 4 copies of Laboon, a 1/2 2K. This is just our anti-removal card. It protects our 7,000 power or less from being removed by resting 2 cards per turn, not once per turn. 4 copies of Usopp, a 4/5/1. It restands 2 Dawn at the end of every turn. We've got 4 copies of Nami, a 4/2/1 blocker. On play, rests 2 of our opponent's characters with a cost of 8 or less, and its 5 Dawn is active at the end of every turn. It's kind of broken. We've got 2 copies of the Monkey D. Luffy, a 4/6 brick. On play, we can rest one of our Dawns and give this guy Rush, so he plays for 5 essentially, and when attacking, rest up to one of our opponent's characters with blocker. The reason I think they did this is probably for the double attack Luffy, but let me know what you guys think. And then, of course, we've got Sanji, 4 copies, because it's probably the best card in the deck. A 5/7 brick. On play, restands 2, and at the end of every turn, restands another 1 Dawn. And then we've got Monkey D. Luffy, a 6/7 brick. Double attack. On play, he'll restand 4 Dawn, and then we can't play a 5 cost or more for the rest of the turn. We've got Brook, a 6/6/1. On play, rest up to one of our opponent's cards, character, leader, or Dawn. Activate main, trash this guy, and restand a Straw Hat Crew with a cost of 8 or less. Running 3 copies of Dead Man Game. It's a 1 cost event plus 3 to our leader. And we can rest 3 additional Dawn for a total of 4 to rest 2 of our opponent's characters and or Dawn. Really good for going for lethal. And then we've got our Stun event, a 1 cost counter 3K to our leader. And we can rest 2 Dawn cards up to 2 of our opponent's rested characters with a cost of 7 or less will not become active in the next refresh phase. And rounding out, we got Charleston, a 2-cost event. Up to one of our leaders or characters gains 4,000 power during this battle. Then we can discard a card, and if we do, we get set 3 Dawn cards as active. So this is the event build. So let's go over what kind of our play lines are against Yamato. It's not going to deviate too much from standard play. What I will say, though, is when we are mulliganing our hand, we are kind of aggressively looking for this Zoro. We want some amount of restand in either the Usopp or the Sanji. The best hand you could ever ask for would be 2 Sanji and 1 Zoro. That's pretty much broken. The way to beat Yamato is to just get to the late game and play this for like 1 or 2 turns. Yamato can't take getting 7s thrown at her all day long and then following up with a 9K. It doesn't have the defense. This is also a really good finisher in the deck because it can rest their 9-cost blocker, and we can give it 1 Dawn and make it another 7K. So on the final turns, if you're going like 2 Dawn on leader, 1 Dawn on this, and you just go 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 9, they can't take that much pressure. The other thing you can do is Dead Man Game, because they do have some defensive events. So if you rest that 9-cost blocker and whatever Dawn they left up, they're just toast. But I will say the thing you're prioritizing is actually this Zoro, because if you get this Zoro out, for one, or even if you get 2 of them, as long as you have 4 or 5 Dawn coming back, this guy is pretty much the bane of their existence, because it's going to attack one of their 8K leader, one of their 8K characters, most likely, unless they still have a Kinemon left over, so it'll attack for 6. The 6Ks are getting removed for sure. But if you attack one of their 8K characters, they actually have a fairly hard time defending them because of how much counter they've had to give us for the course of the game. So they're really usually running low on 2Ks. So you can attack 9 into their 8Ks, and they might just lose them. But either way, it'll force more counter out of their hand, and then you can attack your leader into either their character or their leader if you choose. I can attack their characters just to force some Dawn out, because on the turn after I play the Zoro, they're likely not going to live if I've just pressured the hand size so much. So if you go 7, 7, 7, 7, 7 out of it, and then 9, and you don't think they're going to die that turn, if you get another one of these, you're likely to live anyways. They just can't take that kind of pressure. And like, I get it that they should be able to take like 7 swings at us with their with all their board playing stuff out from the trash. But if you're a 7K leader, that'll negate their 6 cost Yamato. It won't swing at you at all before they trash it and get a new character. Their leader, they probably won't have enough Dawn to stack onto to make it swing. So you've negated 2 of those like 7 swings anyways. And then you've got 5 2Ks left. If they swing 8s at you, that's 1 Dawn each. If they start swinging 9s, they're going to run out of Dawn, so they're probably not going to play it out another character. So they've run out of characters again. The amount of swings will be reduced either by the fact that they won't have enough Dawn to put onto stuff to aggress you, or they will have run out of Dawn because they have spent most of it playing characters. Because even though their bigger late game turns do allow them to do extra swings, it doesn't allow their extra swings to be much bigger than 8s or 9s. And you can really counter out that late in the game using Charleston, your 1Ks, and your 2K leader ability. They just can't kill you at that point. And you're so aggressive, they don't have enough defense to survive the crackback. But that's just been my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. These are the 3 guys that are in question. This unblockable makes it so playing Nami is almost never the move, but you can. But like I was saying, if they play this 6 cost out of the trash to attack you when you're at 7, they don't want to put 2 Dawn on this and then immediately trash it. So like they can poke you with this, it won't do anything. They'll trash out to get one of these out. They'll attack 8, and you okay, that's 1 Dawn now that you've had to commit for 6 of theirs. If they want to attack with leader, they've just committed 8 of their Dawn. That only leaves 2 Dawn left. So they get to go like 7, 9, 9, and 8. That's not good enough to kill you on any given turn. Maybe that's just me getting lucky, but I have played against Yamato quite a few times. I only found 2 of them on the ranked ladder today. But you guys tell me, what's going on? Am I getting lucky, or is this just a bad matchup? Yamato's so aggressive that I just don't know what their game plan is when we get to be a 7K leader with 10K counter up. It doesn't look good for them. But you guys let me know. What do you think? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I think you guys are killing it out there. Have a fantastic day. Keep killing it, and have a grand time. I'll catch you guys later.